Hi guys, it is Tamara. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about emotionally detached parents and the traumatic effects that they can have on you. I think there's a lot of people who are struggling with their emotionally detached parents, and they have absolutely no idea how to manage them and how to deal with them. So I want to talk a little bit about that in today's video. So thank you so much for coming back to my channel for those who are subscribed. And for those who are new to the channel, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button right over here so that you can stick around with us, continue to learn, grow, and develop on the channel and be involved in our online community. The benefits for you in today's video is that I'm going to highlight some common behaviors of emotionally detached parents and how they can lead to trauma. So let's go ahead and just jump in. What are emotionally detached parents? Well, I want to give you a little bit of a definition, because if you Google emotionally detached parents, you're going to see more characteristics than you are definition. And so because I like to be as comprehensive as I can on the channel, I'm going to give you a little bit of a definition that I put together to help you understand what an emotionally detached parent really is. So I'm going to put the definition over here, but an emotionally detached parent is a parent who has brought you into this world, and yet they don't have the maturity, the emotional and psychological stability to be what you need them to be as a parent, right? They get easily offended, they're angry, they're irritable, they're regretful, they're resentful about their life and the responsibility of taking care of a child. They may engage in behaviors that puts the child in harm, like selling drugs or prostituting or doing something that places the child in harm's way, because they're just negligent and they don't care. Emotionally detached parents may also be unintentionally abusive. I'm going to put an article in the description box below that talks about unintentional abuse. And so we're actually going to focus on that topic on Friday, so stick around for that. But I think emotionally detached parents can be unintentionally abusive. And again, we'll talk about that on Friday, so you'll be able to learn a little bit more about that concept. But these kind of parents may mean well at times, and they may have a soft spot for you as their child. The problem is that they're incapable of meeting a certain expectation that a child has of his or her parent. The parent may also fail to meet the expectations of other parents, of extended family, of grandparents, and of the legal system and the educational system as well. So these parents are just incapable of being what they need to be. Sometimes it's intentional because they don't care, and other times it's unintentional. They just don't know how to be what they should be. Okay, so that's a little bit of a definition of emotionally detached parents. So what do they look like? Well, let's just go ahead and go through some characteristics. So the first characteristic of an emotionally detached parent is easily frustrated and easily irritable. Emotionally detached parents, again, do not have the ability psychologically and emotionally to be what you need them to be. In fact, they may be codependent on you in a sense that, they need you to make them feel competent. They need you to make them feel like an adult in the world. They need you to add to their psychological fantasy of being a wife or a husband or a mother or a father, but there's no real emotional attachment to you. It's more of an emotional attachment to the image of being a parent. Okay, so these kind of parents blow up. They're easily agitated, they're easily frustrated, because again, they don't have that emotional tie to the child like they should, which will help them be more tolerant, right? They're kind of attached to you in a shallow way, and so they don't carry that maturity inside that they need to deal with the frustrations of being a parent. Okay, the next is that they have a social and a home persona. They kind of flip-flop between how others perceive them versus how they really are. So they may wear their personality on their sleeves, or they may do something like go to PTA meetings or go to community events, but they're only doing that to maintain their image on the outside of the home. When they get in the home, they're probably neglectful, probably abusive, and probably angry all the time, irritable and detached. So, the emotionally detached parent really, again, is emotionally detached to a point of not having the ability to meet your needs. So, they appear that way in society, but at home they could really care less. Okay. The next is kind of holding the child back. Emotionally detached parents do not offer you the kind of emotional stability that you need to be a successful and healthy child. They kind of hold you back, and not only do they hold you back, but they kind of hold you to a certain image. And so you don't have the ability to grow and to flourish and to be what you need to be, or to be what you're becoming, because they don't know how to loosen their grip and let you go. It's really like they're trying to mold you and make you into something that they want you to be. Okay. The next is substance abuse, or some kind of obsession or abuse of medication or illegal substances, or really toxic relationships. Emotionally detached parents are constantly seeking for things to fill a void, and so what may fill that void would be substance abuse, toxic relationships, tons of affairs, things like that. So these parents are very, very toxic, even in other relationships. It's not just with you as the child, but in other relationships. Okay. And last but not least, these kind of parents really do not know how to parent in a way that gives you confidence, and that gives you security, and that gives you comfort, right? So, these kind of parents really do, again, they look one way socially, but emotionally and psychologically, they are not that way. And so because of that, you don't have the confidence that you need to step out and be a better you. You don't have the security that you need to kind of test things out in the world. You just kind of you kind of stay stagnant, right? And stuck, because you don't know which way to go. So we're going to continue our conversation on Friday. I'm going to talk about unintentional abuse, and I'm going to give you some ideas in that video, and I'm hoping that we can start a conversation about it, because it's quite controversial. So stick around for that. Thank you so much for being with me today. I encourage you to give it a thumbs up if it was helpful to you, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll just continue plugging away. In November, we're going to be talking about some really cool topics around family and holidays, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'll see you on Friday. Hey guys, it's Tamara. I'm just checking in with you. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I actually was out all day yesterday. I went to Erie, Pennsylvania. I had a 8-hour training there. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so tired and I can't do that live event tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. If you look in the community section, you'll see my post. I'm gonna add at the end of the video here just some snapshots of some of the locations I was in and the hotel that I was at, and just kind of give you guys some scenery to create like a mini vlog for you. So that's going to come up right after this video. On Friday, we're going to talk about the wrongful life and wrongful birth, trauma-related lawsuits. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And I'm going to try to wrap up our trauma situation, or conversation, I should say. I'm going to try to wrap up our trauma conversation on Friday, because starting on Monday, we're going to be talking about forgiveness. We're also going to be talking about family, because the holidays are coming up, and a lot of you, including myself, are reminded of family, and we're reminded of the challenges that are kind of engulfed in family relationships. So we'll start that conversation on Monday. All right, guys. So have a good rest of the week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye. Hey guys, it's Tamara. I'm currently at a trauma, grief, and loss conference. And it's primarily for clinicians who are working with people who are dealing with loss and grief, and people who are dealing with trauma. And unfortunately, I couldn't tape any of it for you, or I would have. The training tells us not to, so that's not something that I could do. But I did want to show you guys this beautiful hotel that we are in. It is the Garden Inn in Erie, Pennsylvania, and it is a lovely, lovely hotel. So I'm going to try to get as much as I can. feel like I kind of look like I'm like going out to battle or something. I don't know. Wardrobe of a therapist.
And I think that's why parents and guardians should really think about letting their children come. It's not just fun, it really is a great healing